Hey you guys, Dr. Michelle Wolford here. So right now is one of the most important times to actually get out and still have an important fitness routine. I know gyms are closed, Pilates studios, yoga studios, etc. So utilizing your home environment to still be able to get out and exercise is key. Keeps your lungs healthy, keeps your body healthy, keeps your immune system up. So I have some of my demo stuff here. You may not have any of this stuff at home. So I'm just going to give you a series of exercises that you can either do every day, or you can pick and choose what you like and integrate it into a personal routine. There's tons of apps out there that have got personal trainers, and so use them. They're great. But if you just want some simple techniques right here, 24 to 40 minutes of body movement that you can do every day, this is what I like to do. So I remember when I was playing volleyball, my coach used to have us do these series. And so what we would do is there would be 12 different stations, and we would spend a minute at each different station doing a different physical exercise. So we worked on our both aerobic and anaerobic strength, and our physical strength too. So if you can run around your block for a good 5 minutes, or if your fitness is more advanced, maybe you run for 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna have you come back to your home space and you're gonna do these exercises. You're gonna spend a minute doing each one of these exercises. If you don't feel like you can handle that, maybe do it for 20 seconds. Work your way up to 40 seconds. Work your way into a minute. If you need more weight, so some people, they've got weights at home, as you can see here. You can add a weight to any exercise that you're doing to make it more challenging. Or, let's say you don't have any weights yet. You can literally fill a bag or a backpack, and you can start utilizing that as weight. You know, so you can do all sorts of different exercises. So we're going to talk about things that you could do whether you don't have equipment or whether you do have equipment. And some people, we're going to have to get real creative here. So we're doing exercises utilizing our cans of soup. And a lot of us have overstock right now. So here we go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to just kind of move our body. And again, you're going to do this for a full minute. I'm going to move through it a lot quicker. Okay, and then we're going to stretch our legs out, get things moving. All right, and then we're going to just work on our balance, work on our stretching, work on our balance, work on our stretching, stretch, and stretch, and stretch, and stretch. And we're working on stretching. But I'm working my obliques while I'm stretching my pecs. And up to the side. I know I used to think this was silly when I watched people do aerobics, but it really stretches everything. Okay, so here we go. So you're gonna take a minute to do each exercise. I'm only gonna do it for like 5 seconds because I'm trying to keep the video short for you, but here we go. We'll start 1 and 2, and you're gonna do this, like I said, for an entire minute. If you wanna go longer, or if you wanna add weights, that's totally fine. All right, now we'll move to our cans of soup. Or you can use 3-pound weights, 2-pound weights, 10-pound weights, whatever you need to do. Now we're working our tries and a little bit of our biceps. And then we'll move to squats. So if you spend a minute doing each one of these exercises, and let's say we have 12 different exercises, well, it's 12 minutes of doing some strengthening, doing some cardiovascular work, and then you could just go take a quick jog around the block, even if it's just 10 minutes. At least you're keeping your body healthy, functioning, burning fat, building muscle, keeping your strength, your stability, your agility. Okay, then we do biceps. I kind of wish I had the 3-pound weights or the 5 or maybe the 8s, but we'll stick with the can of soup. So I think body mechanics is super important here. We don't want to get sloppy. And then we'll shoulder presses. So you can set a timer every time that minute goes off. You can have maybe like you draw on a piece of paper, or you take pictures of different exercises that you choose. And then you could just set out 10, 12, 15 in front of you, and you'll just do each exercise for a whole minute. I'm just giving you very brief ideas on what you can do. Keep our sides even here. Okay. The idea for me is really, you try to work every muscle group with the weight that feels appropriate to you. If you're just trying to build some tone, I typically use a lower weight, especially since you're going to be doing this for a whole minute. And if you're trying to build some strength, you can put a higher weight on there so you can really challenge those muscles. Start to create little micro tears, which is natural. And then that's how the tissue begins to bulk or to build. Okay, now we're going to move to some push-ups. Again, everything we're doing, pick the same amount of time to do it in. And if that's hard for you, you can do your knees. And of course, we want to strengthen our core. This is always a great exercise. To be able to hold this for 5 seconds. And I know a lot of these exercises that can be a lot to digest, but I just want to show you the possibilities of how you can still move and exercise your body. And this just gives you a quick idea of what's available to you and what's possible. And then of course, if you have a lot of equipment at home, maybe a trampoline, maybe a jump rope, extra weights, you can get really creative. Or if you have a tennis court and you like playing tennis, go hit the tennis ball. Get out, get some fresh air. And then the last one I want to do is we want to work our calves. I'll have you get up. And if you need to hold on to something, you can choose something to hold on to. I oftentimes like to lift one leg so I can make sure that I'm not utilizing one leg over the other. And then I'll rotate. And then at the end, I would recommend walking around the block or taking a gentle jog around the block or doing a 1-minute sprint and a 1-minute walk and a 1-minute sprint and a 1-minute walk. And then when you come back, just be sure to stretch. Some simple stretches I like are just basic yoga poses. And so we'll just start with maybe a down dog. Maybe stretching the leg up, letting this entire fascial line stretch and bringing it down. Now, of course, I'm moving really fast right now, but this is a perfect opportunity to take some deep breaths in your nose and out your mouth and really move with the flow of your breath. That's the power of yoga, is learning how to flow with your breath. People really love the hip openers, so that's a great exercise. And then, of course, being able to kind of stretch everything else out similarly to how we started. Whoop. Okay, I'm having trouble with that side now. Then just be sure to stretch. Stretch out all the aspects that you had worked. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed your very brief, very quick exercise video, but those are just some ideas of what you can do, and there's plenty more. There's so many exercises to work different shoulder muscles or your quads or your hamstrings, but that's a very generalized sense of what you can do to make sure that you are remaining healthy and fit in this time of seclusion.